Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Conversations with the Empress. I am the Empress. And as you could tell by my sexy attire, it's Freaky Friday. The day we've all been waiting for. At least I have. And y'all know I love a Freaky Friday. Now, y'all know we got to start this off right. So do your girl that favor and go down there and click that like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all support. I need y'all support. So make it happen for me and go hit that like, share, and subscribe right about now. And I'll wait. I'll shimmy while I wait. Thank you. So, the fit for tonight is another one from Fenty. Y'all know how much I love Rihanna and y'all know how much I love Savage Fenty. So this is another one. So since I'm wearing it, let me give y'all a little review. The one thing that I love about Savage Fenty is the fact that it is super supportive. It looks like you have nothing on, but it holds you in. Like, I love it. Super comfortable, super supportive, and just an all-around great fit. So thank you, Riri. Love you, boo. So tonight's subject is biting. The scientific term for a biting fetish is odoxalagnia. I think I'm saying that right. And with this biting fetish, you could either be somebody who likes to bite or somebody that likes to get bitten. Either or. One could relate biting in sex to how you feel about eating a great meal. The same way you may crave or salivate to sink your teeth into a juicy steak, you might feel that same way about sinking your teeth into your partner's ass or another part of their body. And you know, this whole comparison of food and sex can even be found in music. There's a really popular song that's like on every TikTok reel right now, Hours and Hours by Muni Long, I think her name is. And in that song, she talks about how they're ordering shrimp and lobster towers, but she's the one that gets devoured. You know, that whole relating food and sex together and the satisfaction you get from eating something good to the same satisfaction you get from having great sex, biting your mouth, everything ties in together. And not only in music, but also in film. Now let's keep it real. How many of y'all at one point in time in your life were aroused by or thought that Dracula was hot? It's okay, you can admit it. This is a safe space, no judgment zone. Because I have to admit that I got a little hot and bothered the first time I saw a lady fall prey to Dracula's sensuous bites. Okay? Because they always make it seem like it's like ecstasy when he bites you and all this type of stuff. I remember seeing black and white Dracula and thinking that. So that was when I was a really young child. But, you know, much like most of the taboo things that I talk about on the show, biting is another one of those things that a lot of people are into it, but don't want to admit it. Safe space, y'all can admit it here. It's way more common than what you think. I have many fond memories of being bitten and also biting. There are a lot of people that are into biting. Of course, when you bite someone, it's not meant for you to bite them and chew them up like food, okay? Unless that's what you into, which is definitely a hard limit for me. Okay, I need all my parts, all right? But biting is definitely versatile. It can be used in a lot of different ways, from pain to pleasure to play. But with anything, there's levels to this shit, man, okay? So let's talk about these levels, all right? Biting can be used, first of all, to shock your person and also spice it up at the same time. You know, how many times have you been in missionary and we as women zone out in missionary and close our eyes, and maybe that could get a little boring for a man? the best way to re-engage your partner and get them juices flowing and spice it up is to just lay on top of them in missionary and bite them on the shoulder, bite them on the neck, really quick and firm. It will waken it up, and you will also feel some extra clenching on your love below. Anytime you get a reaction, it reacts everywhere. So that could definitely be enjoyable. Biting can also be used as a tease. It doesn't take a full-on bite to get somebody going. A lot of times just grazing your teeth over a certain part of somebody's body is enough to get the juices flowing. Definitely nipples, neck, ear, those are definitely places that your teeth being grazed could definitely be a great sensation to get you going and, get you excited. Another guilty pleasure that I enjoy when it comes to biting is the famous hickey with the bite included. I was one of them girls in school that always loved when boys put hickeys on me. And, it's funny because later on in the lifestyle, I like getting bruises and marks on me from when I do impact plays. So I guess I haven't changed that much. And when you get a hickey, if you can include the biting with the sucking, it's very intense. And it definitely leaves you a mark for later, so you could touch it and feel the tenderness and remember that moment. So biting with the hickey, definitely a plus for me. I like that. Lastly, biting is a good tool to use for edging. So let's say you are giving your partner oral pleasure and they're getting close to climax, but you're trying to edge them. A great way to edge them is to just sink your teeth into their thigh, because it immediately gives them a sensation of pain and turns off that sensation of getting ready to climax. And then once you bite them, you could go back to doing that and edge them up again. Great fast way to incorporate some pain and to slow down that whole climax process with edging. Some of the reasons why people like biting, and this is definitely one of my reasons, is that it's primal and animalistic. If you ever seen cats mating, they always will enter her and then bite her on the back of her neck. That's a very primal thing. Animals bite. So incorporating that in the bedroom for me is definitely a very primal thing. I may sometimes do it purposefully, or it may just happen naturally in the heat of the moment and passion. Biting is also a way for partners to show dominance with one another in the bedroom. If you're on top and biting, you're the one running the show, but then your person could flip you over and be on top and then bite you, and then you have that power exchange. Biting is a great way to express that power exchange and to express your dominance, and also being bitten is a great way to show your submission. Now, this is something that's interesting to me, and I've never really experienced it, but I have researched and found out that if someone bites you to the point of breaking your skin and you bleeding, it could actually cause you to go into euphoria or like a subspace type of atmosphere. Being that, your body responds to things the same way no matter what, when somebody bites you, especially to the point of breaking skin, it immediately will have your adrenaline going, your body goes into fight or flight, but your brain knows that it's not a fight or flight situation, but your body anatomically and chemically will react the same way. And then receiving pleasure with that biting could definitely send you into a state of euphoria or subspace. I have experienced subspace many times in impact play. I'm not really sure what makes it happen, but I do feel that it's a mixture of pain and pleasure. And I feel like maybe biting is the same thing. I don't know. I'll have to try it and see, but little blood never scared me, at least not my own. But I thought that was super interesting because I didn't know that you can go to subspace off of being bitten. But, I knew somebody that would go to subspace just off of being tied up. So I guess you can go to subspace on anything. It just depends on what pings on you inside of who you are as a person. The last thing that I'll say about biting, as far as reasons why people may like it, is that it requires a lot of trust. It requires a lot of trust to say, okay, I'm gonna let you bite me in sensitive parts of my body. I'm gonna let you bite me till I bleed. You're not gonna let anybody do that to you. And because it requires so much trust, it then results in intimacy being built between you and your person or whoever you're doing that type of play with. So that's actually a plus. If you want to introduce biting to your person, I wouldn't suggest you just walk into the room and bite their ass. You might get a right hook, So, You know, it's very important that before you delve into just biting your partner, that you guys have extensive conversation about the topic. You want to discuss it in detail and also set up boundaries that are comfortable for both of y'all so you both get the max pleasure out of the experience. And when I say boundaries, I basically mean, like, you know, maybe there's certain parts of your partner's body they won't want you to bite. Maybe it's only a certain amount of pressure they want you to bite them with. Maybe they don't want to be bitten at all. Maybe they just like your teeth grazed on them. Definitely anything is possible with communication. So just take the time that you have to figure it out and set it up to a place where it's never a surprise for either one of you, and it's something that you invite into your bedroom, outside the bedroom, or whatever. A lot of times people, when they first start out with this biting thing, they start with a nibble, like a little nibble on your ear or a little nibble on your neck, but you definitely could escalate it. Like I said, there's levels to this shit. But I love biting. You know, I love it in a playful way as well. You know, if you're just like play wrestling with your person and you bite them on the shoulder, or even when you're kissing, if you just bite their bottom lip while you're kissing, I'm very much into that. I'm very playful. So I think it's a fun thing. But you know, at the end of the day, biting is not going to be for everyone. Everyone's not going to want you to bite them or to bite you. But what's important is to remain open to your partner, open to a dialogue about whatever you guys both like. Learn the do's and don'ts of your partner's body. That's going to that is going to give you a successful sex life with your partner. Communication and learning. But you know, I'm so curious to know what you guys think, so please leave me some comments. Let me know what y'all think about biting. Are you a biter? Are you a bitee? Or are you screaming, oh hell no, that definitely ain't for me? Hey yo, thanks for watching. My contact information is below. Please go like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support is always appreciated. But if you want to show that support with them dollars though, throw your girl a cash app, you feel me? Until we meet again, smooches.